Hello, hello, hello. So I thank you guys for joining me for part 2 of the series about the breakup with Kaitlyn and Shawn. And this one, I'm just going to come on real brief and talk about a few clues that we had that they were going to break up. So again, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking. And I love seeing your comments. So please keep them coming. That adds to the community. That creates just a better experience with the videos and a place for viewers to cite or really write what they're thinking. So thanks again for your comments. Let's get started. So one of the clues that they were going to break up, unfortunately, was back in August 2018, actually earlier this year, when fans had noticed that Kaitlyn had stopped wearing her engagement ring. In addition to that, it appeared that her normal postings on Instagram and social media had been slowed down. So there weren't many posts, I guess, of her and Shawn, supposedly, and also she had stopped wearing her ring. Okay. I am going to pull up one of the things she said about her not wearing the ring. So it was on the Off the Vine podcast that she did on track. She goes, if you've ever been a person who is running a successful brand or business and a person who is doing the same but in a different career path, you know times can be tough. You are both always away. You're exhausted at the end of the day. Sometimes the relationship isn't being put first. But does that mean you call it quits? No, you love the sugar honey iced tea out of each other and work through it. You know, she actually said the curse word. But anyway, so that just makes me wonder why she didn't really reflect on her own words in that podcast when back in August. That's not that long ago, guys. And she said, Shawn and I are 110% committed to each other. And yes, we are still together. So I really don't know what happened from August to whatever month it is now. Oh, November. So September, October, November. That's 3 months. I don't know what happened in those 3 months, but one can only speculate. But she wasn't wearing her ring, and it appeared that they were not really spending time together. And there are other reports that said she wasn't really spending time together. So anytime you're not really spending time together as a couple, and you're not making that a priority, yeah, the relationship's gonna go south. You know, there are people who are quite busy in the entertainment world, and they schedule that time to see their spouse or their significant other within the 2-week mark so that they're not spending so much time away. You know, that is an excuse to say that you're busy and you don't have any time for the relationship. You make time for the relationship that you want to be in. And so I just feel like that was a bit of an excuse, but I'm just surprised she didn't take her own advice. And as she said in her quote, you love the shucks out of each other and you work through it. But that is definitely one clue that this relationship was not going to last. You're not wearing your engagement ring. You're not posting as much of each other or, with each other on social media anymore. If that was your norm, I'm not saying you should, judge your relationship on social media at all. A lot of people get in trouble that way. But if that was your norm and all of a sudden you stopping that does look kind of suspicious to those who are following you. And in addition, you are, like I said, not spending time, not, following your norm, and you're not wearing your engagement ring. Hello. Another clue that I mentioned in my last video, she knew when she would get to keep her engagement ring. And she mentioned in another source that I have. So she's quoted in another interview as saying in 2017 would have been their, on July 27, 2017, would have been their 2-year engagement anniversary, which is also the day she officially gets to keep her Neil Lane ring, which is reportedly worth $150,000. Bachelor couples who split before the 2 years have to return the diamonds, even though some people said there's some way around it. I saw it in some article. But she goes, that's what we're waiting for. Bristow chuckles. Then I'm like, bye, just kidding. So, all right. Even though she said she was just kidding, to me, when you start to joke about stuff like that, there is potentially a hint of honesty there. Why are you joking about that? You know, I mean, I know there are people who believe there's a lot of honesty in jokes that people have, and they use that as a cover for how they truly feel. Yeah, they lasted a whole another year plus after that, but who knows when it was really over, if you know what I'm saying. Last but not least, they took that bet, that $1,000 bet on Jimmy Kimmel Live, or maybe right after they became engaged and went public with, you know, everything after the final episode. And they took an oath or a bet or whatever. They swore on a stack of Us Weekly that they would be together for a year. So I just think it's quite interesting. I know it's a show, everything's fun, everything's being lighthearted, blah, 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 but I don't know, it just makes you wonder. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here really quickly with my part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to get back to the Bachelor casting process series, which I'm so excited about. This is my last video on this because I really don't care to talk about it much. But I just wanted to do this video as I said I would, and hopefully it gives you a little bit more insight as to why things went